Okay, so we're going to be seeing our architect soon and our designer, and he's going to be getting our plans for the addition and the covered porch area that we're going to be adding onto the house. So we have to submit those plans to the city, the building department, and make sure they're all approved before we go ahead and start. And if you're not doing a rental to that extent, and you're just doing some interior work, once you start moving some interior walls that are load bearing, or once you start doing anything with the electrical in the house, or once you start doing any plumbing changes, you also have to apply for a permit for that. So be aware that you should be applying for permits for all those circumstances. All right. Now, also, when you're doing the demo, when you start doing the demo, keep in mind that a lot of these houses, may have some hazardous material in them. So keep in mind, or if you're not sure and you're worried about that, hire a professional to come in here and do an assessment of if there's any asbestos or any mold in the house. Now, in our case, the house was built in the 80s, so and we went over it, and we know it's all good to go, so we can start demoing. And when you're demoing, try and wear a dust mask at all times, just for the fact that there's going to be dust everywhere, and you don't want to be breathing that stuff in, even if it's not hazardous material. So keep that in mind, and let's go grab our plans from the architect. Okay, so we've got our plans from our architect, Nick, and so we're on our way down to the city right now to submit them. Now, because we're putting an addition on the house that has a roof on it, you're also going to be required to submit a few other details along with your plans from your architect. You need truss details from your truss company for the roof. You're also going to need a heat loss detail from your heating contractor, and you're going to need to show the addition on a plot plan or a survey plan that you're proposing on the addition. So we've got all that along with our plans, and don't forget to bring your check because the city wants to get their permit fees along with that. Now, it's going to take around 10 days for us to get our plans back, our approved plans. But in the meantime, we've got a couple trees that are in our way where the addition's going, and so we're going to go ahead and get our tree contractor to cut those down. And also, we're going to go ahead and start the demo, some of the demo work while we're waiting for our plans. So we'll see you shortly. I'm going to mention to you guys that even before you draw your plans or you do a proposal or you figure out what you want to do, you need to go down to your building department at your town or your municipality and find out what you're proposing conforms to the existing bylaws. Because if you're doing an addition on a renovation, especially in an older area, there's a good chance that your proposal is not going to conform to the existing bylaws. Now, if that's the case, you're going to have to apply for a minor variance before you actually submit your plans, and that's going to take you a lot longer to do. It's going to take considerable amount of time to get that done prior to even you submitting your plans. So please keep that in mind and get that done before you even do anything.